Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Raina, and this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you have an Aquarius moon. So right now, some of y'all could be being deceptive, whether to yourself or others, or you're getting played and by getting deceived by others. But somebody's definitely avoiding something, and this is causing procrastination. This is just causing things not to move smoothly, because there's healing that needs to happen here. Somebody, there needs to be a renewal of the soul. Somebody is needing to accept their shadow. Somebody is needing to accept themselves and be transparent and stop living a fucking lie, whether it's to themselves or to others. You have the Emperor in your subconscious position, so it's all about the mind. It could be possibly fears. You don't feel secure within yourself. There's no authority. There's no discernment. There's no structure. There's no direction. Maybe there's no father, because there was never no discipline. And this person doesn't have a sense of who they are. This person doesn't know if they're coming or going. They're deceiving themselves. They're deceiving themselves, and it's time to wake up. It's time to heal. It's time to gain consciousness of this. Trying to avoid things, avoid life, avoid responsibilities. Telling the mind what it wants to hear by justifying it, by rationalizing it, when you just need to accept reality for what it is. Stop avoiding the truth. Stop avoiding waking up. Because this is a moment of healing. This is a moment of you stepping in your truth. And not even you don't even have to feel bad about it. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you are dealing with an Aquarius are unconventional. Maybe you two are unconventional, but the Emperor, right? That's very traditional. That's very, there's a lot of stubbornness, and the Emperor is very conventional. Well, you may like to break rules. You may not like to take on responsibility. Maybe it's the upbringing, or it could be even a job, or your boss, or the authority in you. You know what I'm saying? There's no boundary. There's no repercussions. But this may had a negative effect on your life, though. You know what I'm saying? It's time to take responsibility. It's time to become conscious of your thought pattern. It's time to become conscious of your mind, instead of being deceptive to yourself. You know what I mean? You can't keep avoiding life, or avoiding the truth. It may be fear. You know what I mean? You may have these fear, this thought pattern. The habit of you don't want to face your fear. You know what I mean? But it's time to face it. The Star card, it will help. It would not help, but it will help. It will guide you. It will guide you in lead you to your truth, where you're honest with yourself, where you accept yourself for who you are. You know what I'm saying? You have the Ace of Wands. So, to me, this is you stepping into your power. This is you, a soul awakening. This is your soul awakening. Again, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles as your outcome. This is a new beginning, where there's stability, there's security, there's something tangible, there's something real. I don't know if somebody is disassociating from life, you know what I mean? But it's time to tune in to reality. It's time to tune in to what is actually real, what's here in this 3D world. I don't know, like, I just feel like somebody is trying to escape responsibility. There's a bit of a disassociation here. Once a person is able to face reality and step into consciousness, their soul will be awakened, and then here they can see things in a more practical way, and be able to touch, taste, and be in tune with all their five senses. This is more spiritual. This is more mental. This is you needed to ground yourself. I just feel like somebody keeps escaping, avoiding. But you don't need to, you don't need to anymore. It's time to heal. It's time to wake up. It's time to gain consciousness. It's time to accept your soul's, this soul awakening, and come back down to reality. The earth, the air does not like to be controlled. It wants to avoid things. It doesn't like to be controlled. It doesn't like to be held down, because earth energy, that's what it makes when it's time to commit to something. Oh, certain air signs is not with that shit, but it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. It ain't real. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. When it comes to, like, I'm an Aquarius, so I freaking get this shit. But no, if this is you, it's time to stop avoiding this. It's time to step in your truth. You have new opportunities coming your way. It's time to ground. It's time to get grounded. It's time to be more realistic, more practical. You know what I'm saying? Try not to avoid it. So that's what I'm seeing for Virgo. I'm seeing this for Virgo. Virgo is needing to come back down to their own energy, the earth energy. But there's some type of air energy that's interfering with this. But you have the star card. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you have the ability to renew your soul, renew your self by stepping into your truth, being transparent, stop sabotaging yourself, gain consciousness of yourself, and come back to reality. So that's what I'm seeing for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.